Okay, welcome back to another episode of the Day After podcast. We are here with Celebrities 5.
What's up, guys? Yes. Um, it's been a while since we've done like just a straight up oh, this is celebrities. I think the last one we did was Celebrities All Stars, correct?
Yeah, actually, we might have done Celebrities 4 after. I think we did one Celebrities after we did the All Stars.
Maybe. It's been a while. I mean, we're
Yeah,
in the day and age where we usually have like themes for stuff. So I was like, hey, why don't we just do like simple celebrity? No
yeah.
restrictions, any of that. But yeah, this one was fun. There was a You brought someone that I was thinking of bringing way back when we were talking about doing this one specific one.
Hmm.
Um, but no, so like there's a few people that I've been itching to bring. There's a few that on my side that I'm surprised I haven't brought earlier, to be honest.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I agree. There's a few I've been wanting to bring. One of them I literally messaged you maybe just a few weeks ago, like saying, "Hey, I'm waiting to bring this guy on. He's
Oh yeah.
he was top one." But I'll even just get straight into the first one here. Dr. K, aka Alok Kanagia, however you pronounce that. Everyone just calls him Dr. K. He's a therapist who specializes in like esports and gaming and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I've been wanting to actually bring him for a while. He has been the last person cut from like three different Brantsteeles.
God dang.
So he is just kept barely missing it, but now finally making his appearance here. And yeah, he's like a pretty chill guy. Helps kind of like talk through with a lot of big streamers and kind of really tries to get a lot of gamers therapy and even has created like a whole program to help people who maybe can't afford therapy to actually be able to go ahead and seek some help for anything that they might need. And yeah, he's just it's some of the my favorite things to look on YouTube and Twitch, honestly, is seeing him interview like streamers who are normally like pretty joking all the time to actually have like serious down to earth conversations about like their state of their mental health.
Well, yeah, I'm a big advocate on mental health and stuff. So I already have someone I'm rooting for on your side just purely because of that.
Mm-hmm.
He does sound pretty cool. What games does he play like personally?
He's played quite a bit. It's actually always shocking when he like says it, but he's played pretty much all of them: League of Legends, Dota, Call of Duty, like Smash Bros. He's played so many of these games that he can kind of just go into all these different fields and actually like hold conversations about the game with professionals.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll have to see how Dr. K does. I'm definitely rooting for him. Like, he's been put off for long enough. He needs his shots.
Yeah, like I said, I think out of the people there, he's definitely someone I'll be rooting for.
Yeah, definitely. Well, this next one I will say is my number one pick in terms of who I'm excited to bring here. We got Brennan Lee Mulligan from College Humor fame, which is now Dropout. If you want to subscribe to their streaming service, Dropout, it's definitely worth it. They have a Survivor themed episode for Game Changer, and Brennan here was on the first season, the two-parter, and pretty much was the Rick Devon slash Russell Hantz of the season.
Got robbed.
Yeah, I will say wanted him to win massively. I think a lot of people did because he does his immunity his way to the end. He finds all of the hidden loop de loops, which were the immunity idols, and really just uh did everything in the game. But you know, I think his reputation also kind of made him feel like that Russell Hantz type, where it's just they didn't want to really give him the win at the end.
It's not even for fucking money either. It was
Yeah.
like charity or something.
Oh no, they got two round trip tickets to anywhere in the world. The winner.
Oh, okay. Well, still, that's fucked.
Yeah, it was definitely annoying. But he does say that he believes the right person won. He did make that confessional with he probably knew that there was going to be some hate going to the winner if he didn't say something like that. But
I mean,
yeah, he's great. He's hilarious. He comes from an improv background. This picture I use here is from his uh like series on College Humor where he pretends to be the CEO of companies and basically just has mental breakdowns about how stupid people are using their shit and those stuff.
good
um
God.
yeah, it's great. He can just go off the wagon and just like be super just ranting for hours, and it's some of the most entertaining stuff you can ever see.
Nice, nice. No, because I did, and this was like something, I watched it at a bachelor party.
Mhm.
Tells you the kind of like nerds that I hang out with. We yeah, so I was at a bachelor party and my one friend he put it on The Bachelor. He was a the groom to be. And you know, he was like, "Oh, he was talking about it." And then we were watching that all drunk, by the way.
Yeah,
But you know, it was cool. I enjoyed it. My inner Survivor fan. But oh man, and then yeah, I was totally rooting for Brennan because like he was playing hard.
yeah,
So I expect nothing less for him
yeah.
in
he
this.
he does or at least has the same similar problem I have when I play games with my friends, is everyone assumes I'm the biggest gamer and is going to be the biggest threat from like the jump of a game, and has to then either play really hard or do absolutely nothing. And he really did have to play absolutely hard just to get to the end. And I always feel like that happens to me. So I naturally was just like, okay, I like this guy.
I relate too.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that I have villain tendencies when during game night, so
Yeah.
there have been anti-Ryan alliances.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
It
I
makes
have to
me
start
want
with
to be on any alliance just because it feels like no one ever wants to align with me in these games.
you never. I'll align with you. We will go down, you
Yeah.
know, in glory.
Nice, nice. Well, I think we're both obviously going to be rooting here for Brennan. So yeah. Okay, next up, I will say someone I don't frequently listen to, but I felt like I wanted to bring a musician onto my tribe. So I got Cardi B, famous for her song WAP, I believe.
I believe I'll be honest, I don't know Cardi B that well. She's just
Uh,
like one of those names where I'm pretty sure I've heard her songs in passing,
yeah,
but people at home, I'm not the biggest music guy. As in, like, I don't know a lot of the mainstream stuff. I usually just listen to either A, stuff from like musicals, B, stuff from movies, or C, anime openers. So, like, you know, it's usually attached to some form of media. Um, and I'm not talking music videos. So
yeah.
yeah,
I'm in a similar boat. I don't listen to a lot of modern music, honestly. So I will say Cardi B might be a bit of fodder.
you know, it happens.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
happens.
yeah. So we've got a bunch of other celebrities already, but I who knows? She could be a surprise standouts, but I feel like our commentary might not be the best for Cardi B since neither of us really know anything about her.
Yeah. What are we gonna do? I mean,
Yeah,
maybe she will kind of like, you know, in this universe, she finds her own kind of personality.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we'll see how Cardi B does here. Um, okay, moving on now to Charles Barkley, famous basketball player. And now he's an analyst for ESPN. And honestly, one of the funniest guys I've ever seen. He's hilarious. If you ever watched his SNL episodes, he always is willing to go super with pretty much with anything. Like he's always down to be the butt of the joke, which sometimes for a lot of celebrities and athletes, it's like they don't want to necessarily be the joke themselves. They want to be making fun of the other people who are being made fun of. But no, he's just like, no, I'll do it. I'll go straight into it. He's got a really good kind of dry sense of humor where he just kind of says things bluntly and doesn't really doesn't really think about anything else. He always gets his foot caught in his mouth. It's great.
Nice. Yeah, that's super cool. I also don't know too much about basketball either, or a lot of sports.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I made that whole joke about 80 for Brady when Tom Brady played.
Yeah.
That's the extent, that and tattoo, that I've really seen of the man. But I know he's like one of the best who have ever played the game.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's
But
part
yeah,
of that super team for USA that pretty much absolutely dominated the Olympics.
yeah.
Uh yeah, and obviously I mean I know basketball. I got that right there of a different it's signed by a player that we will discuss later in this episode, but
That's pretty cool. I mean, we'll get to
yeah.
them later.
Yeah.
Have they seen my tribe yet, or doesn't matter?
No, they'll see it soon.
Yeah.
Oh, it's right around the corner.
All right. Well,
Okay.
you know. All right.
Okay, awesome. Okay, moving on now to the president of India. We got Drupadi Murmu. And I was in kind of a similar situation with Cardi B. I was trying to like look at who I wanted to fill out my tribe. I wanted to bring kind of a politic kind of person, someone in charge of that kind of stuff, because I
Yeah.
think that they have a good chance of handling social politics because it's pretty similar. And then I saw that Drupadi won the 2022 election for India, and so far seems to be managing it pretty well. It's obviously like the biggest country in terms of people in it, so she's got a lot more work to cut out than maybe some other countries. Honestly, even the U.S. because there's just so many people she's got to handle all the time.
Yeah.
um and so yeah, I just thought it was I really respected that she's up to do it. She's been in politics for a while too, so um yeah.
Nice. I don't know too much about politics, but
Mhm.
also female president. That's pretty cool. We have not quite accomplished that here in America yet.
Yeah.
All in all in good time. But
Yeah.
yeah. And especially, these days, because like if she got elected, you said 2020,
2022.
2022. All right. I mean, like still, it's something where still recovering everything from COVID, things like that. It's a
Yeah.
lot of, it's a heavy, like it's a big job,
Yeah.
basically.
Exactly.
But yeah,
Exactly.
that's cool.
Cool. Okay, moving on now to a Polish tennis player, one of the highest ranked in female tennis right now. We got Iga, and I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Swiatek.
Okay.
I probably totally butchered that, but I'll just be calling her Iga for this probably.
Ego. Until
Yeah,
I'm glad I'm not the only one that doesn't do the home.
yeah.
Uh, at least, you know, um, no, I mean, you pretty much bring people you like, no.
Yeah. Yeah, mostly. I mean, I feel like I'm definitely hitting more. I'm trying to get more people, different types of people from different
Yeah,
backgrounds in here, because I didn't want to have a female athlete, and tennis was kind of like my go-to was to kind of see where that's going. And I mean, yeah, she's pretty much kicking butt right now, and she's still super young, so she's got probably at least a good 15, 18 more years, honestly, of playing tennis professionally. Um,
that's good.
Yeah, and the fact that she's already at this, like I think she's currently ranked number 4 in tennis. Uh,
Nice.
so yeah, definitely a lot going on there. She also, yeah, it might not be totally seen in this picture, but she kind of looks like the girl who plays Ellie in The Last of Us. They look actually very similar if you if you
Yeah.
as
No,
I
I know
said.
who you're talking about too.
Yeah, they look identical. They look like they are twins. Yeah.
Biopic time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she could be the biopic for Iga.
Nice. That's cool.
Hmm.
I know you're a big tennis dude as well.
Yep.
Like the fact that you said that you weren't into music actually surprised me
Uh,
because you pretty much know so much.
I
Like
I
I'll
just I'm not I yeah, I don't know. I don't really care about music, you know. It's just similar to you. I'll listen to some musicals, or maybe there's a comedy band that has some music that they do, but that's about all I listen to.
yeah, yeah. A chink in our armor.
Yeah, exactly. And it's we'll see if it will get righted in this Brantsteele, given
It
them.
might. We've talked into this into existence.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. Now moving on to it's another former League of Legends player here. We got Jojo Pyun, who is 18 years old and already the best mid laner in North America.
What is
um
mid lane?
Mid lane is basically the most important role in League of Legends. You basically handle the entire middle of the map where everyone eventually will be fighting for. So being able to have control as a mid laner and helping out your other lanes and getting your team to victory, it's one of the most important roles. And
Sounds like it. I mean, yeah.
he's pretty much just come over. He was actually a pro Fortnite player when he was 16 years old. Was going to Worlds for Fortnite, super good. And then when he turned 17, he was then old enough to join LCS, and he said, "Screw Fortnite, I retire as a Fortnite player," and went over to join League of Legends, where he instantly got a team, and in his first split got first place in North America and went to both MSI and Worlds that year. Um,
Damn.
yeah, pretty much. Just a huge star. Right now, we don't know if he's won MVP for the split going on right now, but he is expected to either be number 1 or 2. So there's a
Hmm.
good chance that after this video, he will be a MVP.
I mean, regardless, to accomplish that much, and this is recent, right?
Yeah, this is all within the last 2 years he's been in the scene.
Dude, that's impressive.
Yeah, and what makes him so good is that he is not afraid to to trash talk the other teams. He will tell you that hey, I've only been playing this game for like a year and I beat you, and how long have you been playing? 12 years. Oh, you must suck.
That's fucked. No, I understand as someone, not the trash talking, but there's someone in the Pokemon scene who, he literally just kind of like grabbed everything and he's won two different like regional tournaments against some heavy hitters, and so like he's a favorite going into the World Championships, which as of the time of the recording is like 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
um
Yeah,
yeah,
well, I
so
just respect it because there's a lot of pro League of Legends players who are afraid to trash talk because they're afraid like, oh man, people aren't going to like me, or oh, I might lose some job offers because of it. Like they start going into that realm, and so then
yeah,
all the interviews become, I think they were good. I am so glad that I played this team. Oh boy, I'm so happy that we won. Like that's pretty much what
you
you
can
get a
call
lot of the
out their
time.
mistakes or holes in their strategy. It's fine if you
Yeah.
make it solely about the game.
Yeah. There a lot of people are afraid. So whenever you got the few people who are okay with like trash talking, you just they instantly become one of the
Favorites.
favorites. Yeah. So he is one of the ones who is, he's so young. He's got at least another 10 years in the scene without a doubt. And yeah, he's just been super exciting to watch.
All right. He has gotten my attention now.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
will say that.
Yeah. Also, Jojo Joe was my username growing up, so I always thought it's pretty cool that he's got a little bit of my old username in it.
Hmm. Nice.
Hmm. Okay, next up, another Joe classic, bringing on a WWE wrestler. We got L.A. Knight. Yeah, that's his chance.
All right, nice.
Yeah.
What are this man's accomplishments?
Well, so right now, in WWE, they refuse to push this guy, even though that his merchandise sales, his fan reactions, are as big as Dwayne the Rock Johnson and Stone Cold Steve Austin during their prime,
Why won't they push the dude?
because he's 40 years old.
Oh, it's one of those things. That's
Yeah. Yeah, which is really annoying because I mean he could easily be pushed for 4 to 5 years and still have a good run. But yeah, they basically just don't want to do anything with him, even though they have some wrestlers, by the way, who are main event champions who are like 42 years old. So
aged.
their argument is actually just invalid.
Yeah, yeah.
um yeah, so they brought over this guy who was the main champion of another promotion. People loved him over there. They brought him over and said, "You're not going to wrestle anymore, you're going to be a manager," and tried to make him the manager of a group called the Maximum Male Models.
Okay.
Yeah, it terrible decision. But somehow, even with that gimmick, he got over with the audience. People liked him. Um, and then he managed to convince them, okay, let's just go back to being LA Knights. Like that's what people like. And then they brought him over and it's like, okay, you can be a wrestler now, but you'll never win a single match.
That's
And then they just had him lose a bunch in really ridiculous matches. Somehow he got over doing that. Like he has charisma out the wazoo. Like he can get the entire audience to just be on their feet, give him a standing ovation by saying, yeah.
nice. I like this dude. I do like him. Man, you have like six people that I'm rooting for.
Yeah, that's that's I feel like I have a pretty strong list for the most part. So
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna root for him. W wrestlers, pretty good track record so far. Pretty good track record. So we'll see if LA Knight holds up with that. Okay, next up was someone who I kind of felt like had to be on this cast, just out of principle. Um, and that's Margot Robbie, who you may know from the Barbie movie, the movie that everyone is talking about nowadays.
Also, Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Also, Babylon, the movie no one is talking about these. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I love Babylon.
I
I
had
am
some friends who apparently auditioned for that.
for her role.
No, for Babylon, like to be in Babylon.
Dude, the amount of people I know on there that made it either as background, there's two people I know that have like speaking roles in that movie. One of
Mhm.
which, did you ever have Taylor Nichols?
I did.
He's in Babylon.
Yeah, he's been doing stuff. What?
Yeah, I mean he was in Pen 15.
Yeah,
The dude pops up in a lot of places.
yeah, yeah. But yeah. I mean, I'd say Margot Robbie is pretty much the biggest name in Hollywood right now. Like, you put her on
Yeah.
something, and it's got a pretty high chance of succeeding, even if. I mean, Babylon is honestly, I think, the only thing that she's ever done that hasn't been a popular success in terms of revenue.
Trying to think. Uh, yeah, nothing comes to mind. Even then in Babylon, she was amazing. Like one of the
Yeah.
best part. Well, I mean,
Yeah. I haven't seen it, and I'm not even saying it's like against her. I think the marketing for Babylon was absolutely garbage.
I don't know. I feel like marketing is always tricky because we live in California, so
Yeah.
it's like kind of different because it's a Hollywood movie about like, Hollywood stuff like that. So like we definitely hear a lot about it.
Yeah, well, I was in up in Northern California when it came out. I did not know about it until went into the theaters and I went to see another movie, and I was like, "Oh, that's Margot Robbie in a different movie that I'm not gonna see."
Um, oh yeah, but no, Margot Robbie, she's an incredible actress. No, like she knows how to deliver in like every role. She became a professional. She trained to be a professional figure skater for I, Tanya.
Mhm.
Um, the woman has range.
Yeah.
She's stunningly beautiful. She even does like own stunt stuff herself. Stunt stuff. Did I say stunt or stint? Anywho, um, but yeah, I really enjoy Margot Robbie. She was even in talks to be Sue Storm in the new Fantastic Four. I don't know where that is. There are rumors saying, oh, it might not be her. Same thing with Adam Driver not being Reed Richards. It's one of those things where it's all speculation until I hear an official casting.
Yeah.
I take everything with a grain of salt.
Yeah, there's always those fake casting stuff that come up. So yeah,
Yeah.
hard to say on that one. But yeah, that's Margot Robbie. Okay, my final person on my tribe, one of the funniest stand-up comedians in the modern era. We got Tig Notaro, who, yeah, she's. I wish that the late night comedy show format isn't like dying right now, because I think that she would be so good in one of those kind of like Tonight Show, Late Show kind of formats. Like I think she's, able to kind of have that serious tone, but then totally just like have this great deadpan offbeat kind of comedy like delivery to her as well, which I think it serves it perfectly for that kind of show, like how Conan can do. Honestly, Conan has that kind of similar, like he can look serious but then immediately go into absurd.
Oh yeah. This was someone I was thinking of bringing a long, long time ago when we were floating ideas around for a comedian one. Um, no, she's hilarious. I loved her in Army of the Dead,
Mhm.
which, fun fact about that movie, if you didn't see the taglines, she basically replaced this one dude who got canceled. And so they entirely replaced his role with her. And she was like one of the best parts of that movie.
Mhm.
Um, no, she's awesome. I've seen some of her stand up. She's pretty funny. I'm thinking of some of her bits, like the one where one of her kids is speaking, and then she was like, "They don't necessarily have words; they have sentences." And the kid was like, "I'm gay," and he's like, "That's not that very impressive, you know. You
Yeah.
have two moms. We're pretty sure our dog is gay. Like, that's not
Yeah.
groundbreaking, groundbreaking stuff. Like the way she
Yeah.
delivers, she's hilarious,
Yeah.
and all that. And she's also a breast cancer survivor.
Yeah.
She's a very, she's an amazing woman.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think one of the best modern comedians, even though I don't think she's gotten to like that super mainstream level yet of where people maybe know who she is yet. So except for, fans of comedy, I'd say.
Yeah, yeah. I'm someone where like I dabble, but I wouldn't say like I'm a hardcore, like I can list off all these comedians. But I do know Tig, and Tig
Yeah.
is awesome.
Yes, yes. Okay. That does it for my tribe. Let's move on to your tribe.
All right. So where to start? Obviously with George R. R. Martin. And you see right behind him in that in his backdrop, Game of Thrones. He is the author of Game of Thrones. This man is known to have been the one uh to kill off favorite characters, not giving a fuck. And he's also someone who he will be like, hey, I'm gonna take the time with my art and stuff. The man, yeah, I mean, like he had such an impact on pop culture because of Game of Thrones and everything. Yeah, so I was like, I kind of wanted to bring an author, a modern author, and I was like, George R. R. George R. R. Martin is kind of very different from everyone else that I'm bringing, so I'm like, let's do him.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I've recently been watching Game of Thrones. I'm only through season 2, just started season 3, so a lot to still watch, but I've been enjoying it. It's definitely a big watch. Like there's a lot to watch and get through. So
Oh yeah.
I've been taking it in chunks, but I have been enjoying it. So I'm excited to see how George R. R. Martin does. He's going to probably, I imagine he's going to try to be the storyteller of the season. So,
Mhm.
almost how like a Jonathan Penner or a Christian Hubicki kind of tell a lot of the story while they're in the game.
I can see that. I can also see him wanting to vote off a lot of our favorite characters and make it sad.
Mhm.
Um, So, or, just messing them up. Not messing them up as in writing them badly, but messing up like, oh, like, uh, I don't want to say something graphic, but like, oh, Greta Gerwig loses an arm, and now she has to go through Survivor without an arm.
Oh boy.
Sorry, Greta Gerwig, you were just right there,
Yeah,
but
they
no, like,
they medevaced Matthew for having his arm just be a little injured. Greta has got to go through it with no arm.
I don't know. I think George R. R. Martin's like, no, it is important for how does he speak? No, it is important for, Greta's character development and everything and how she struggles with that. Um, I'm not sure if that's how George R. R. Martin speaks, but for the sake of the video, that's how he speaks.
Okay, well, there's George R. R. Martin. We'll see how he wants to tell this story, I suppose.
All right, next up, speaking of Greta Gerwig, here she is with both her arms. We have Margot Robbie. We actually have three people who have worked with Margot Robbie on this tribe. Um, wait, I'm trying to think what Ryan Reynolds has worked on with Margot Robbie. I know they have. Anywho, right now we're focusing on Greta Gerwig, accomplished actress. She is also the director of Barbie, and also like I really started paying a lot of attention to her when she came out with Lady Bird. Fun fact: she also worked with Catherine Newton. Uh,
Okay,
little
well, that's
comp.
why Greta Gerwig has made the cast. Is she worked with Catherine Newton?
She also made some really she like I don't know her much from her acting, but good God, like all the movies she's directed have been one great movie after another. I have seen Barbie. I did wear pink to watch it. And, she's like so smart. She's a smart writer as well. Like the woman's amazing. And yeah, so I feel like definitely I also wanted like, behind the scenes and stuff. I feel like she's definitely one of the mainstream like big voices for females behind the camera. Let me turn on my lights. Usually my bedroom is so light because I have a little skylight up there, but now it's starting to get dark because nighttime.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. You
Okay.
have thoughts on Greta Gerwig?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'll take over here. So yeah, Greta Gerwig. I mean, she's obviously going to have that connection with Margot Robbie. Now what's really interesting is that, or we haven't talked about him yet, but he's about to be talked to, is that we got the two people who have directed Margot Robbie, who might even be able to use that to their advantage because they are on the same tribe.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see how, really for me where Greta kind of aligns with because she's got some potential routes that other players don't really have.
Yeah, that is fair. Um, but yeah, we'll see how she does.
Mhm.
Next up, we have James Gunn, one of my favorite he is my favorite director of all time.
Hmm.
Um, he has directed all three of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. One of my favorite movies, if not my favorite movie of all time, The Suicide Squad. He has directed Brightburn. This man is being in charge of DC now because he is that damn good. He has a fun sense of humor. He knows music. Uh,
Yeah.
he, I'll be listening to the soundtracks he assembled for his movies because they're all great. He knows how to tug on the heartstrings. He's a fun guy. Fun fact, he was married to Jenna Fisher. Um, Not anymore, but like,
Mhm.
fun fact in the sense of like, hey, there's a little connection there. Uh, being, like, related to a former Survivor contestant slash winner.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, I love James Gunn too. The Guardians of the Galaxy is like potentially my favorite franchise in Marvel, besides say the Avengers, where that's just kind of an unfair battle because it's the
yeah,
Avengers. But yeah, no, I love it. I think he's got just a great mind. I loved Peacemaker when Peacemaker came out.
Peacemaker was fun.
Like, I don't like a lot of the superhero TV shows. I think that a lot of times they just make a superhero movie and then elongate it and add a bunch of stuff that would have probably been cut just to kind of fill time. But I felt like Peacemaker was actually one of the ones that felt like a good, like, okay, we needed all of this in order to like have everything really make sense and connect. It didn't feel like they were just throwing in a bunch of filler at me.
No, and that's the thing about James Gunn too. He's someone who is like, hey, I'm there for the story. I'm gonna
Yeah.
do what serves the story and stuff.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, like the dude, and he also likes taking things that are kind of like niche or not really looked upon, and then he's like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna make it very, very likable, so everyone likes this because I think this is cool.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so for those reasons, I was like, I had to have brought James Gunn. I'm surprised I didn't do it sooner, but here he is.
Okay. Well, we shall see how James Gunn does.
All right. Next up, we have Junichi Masuda. And this man is pretty much in charge of Pokemon right now. He has been there from the very beginning. This guy wears a lot of hats when it came to it, like in the early, early days. He was there with Game Freak when it established in '89, and is still here to this day. He helped compose some of the music for the games. He helped create Pokemon for the games well after just the first one. He's in charge of a lot of stuff. He also is kind of like a spokesperson for it as well. Like if there's like a big announcement and stuff like that, he will probably pop up to be like, "Hey, here I am, Junichi Masuda. Here's a Pikachu. Here's a trailer for our next game." Uh,
Uh-huh.
but yeah, so because of that, I had to bring the dude, and then I also remember there was a Pokemon Go like in 2020 when there wasn't really any worlds or stuff like that. It was either 2020 or 2021. They had like an invite only like players cup and it was like 8 people. And Junichi Masuda brought a Psyduck to a Pokemon Go match. Like he knew that he wasn't gonna win or anything, but like he was like Psyduck, he was like, I love Psyduck, so I'm going to bring him. Even if he does terrible. I think he's out here to have fun.
Uh-huh.
Um, I think he'll love all the nature around, and yeah, maybe even create some tunes, get inspired for the next Pokemon games will be set in Fiji. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah, yeah. Maybe we'll get inspired. Maybe we'll make a Pokemon based off of James Gunn and George R. R. Martin.
Yeah. Makes a torch Pokemon that snuffs itself.
Yeah,
Uh makes a makes a gym leader out of Jeff Probst.
yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, of course, we had to have the Ryan Pokemon, brought on, similar to my League of Legends or wrestling. So,
Yeah, and my also my blondes. I have Greta, I have
yeah,
Taylor.
yeah.
We'll get to Taylor at the end, but yeah.
Mhm. Okay.
All right, next up we have Kyoharu Gatua. I'm sorry, Kyoharu Gotauge. I'm sorry.
It's all
I'm
good.
keeping calm.
If it makes you feel any better, this is apparently an alias, a fake name.
Yes. So basically, she is the writer of Demon Slayer, which is one of the most popular mangas out there, hence one of the most popular animes out there. And, I kind of wanted to bring, kind of like in the same vein of like George R. Martin, I wanted to bring someone from kind of like a different walk of life. I know I have a lot of directors, actors, and stuff like that. But like I was like, okay, well, who's someone that I can bring that is kind of different? And I was like, I love Demon Slayer. I listen to the stuff all the time. I get hyped for Demon Slayer stuff. Um, so I thought, you know what, she'd be a cool person to bring. So yeah, here she is.
Nice, nice. Yeah. There's no actual photos of how do you say it? Koyahara? Haru
Koyohara or
Koyo
Koyoharu.
Haru?
Koyoharu. It's the
Koyo.
last name that I'm a bit tricky with, but
Yeah.
Koyo.
Haru. Okay,
We'll
I'll
just call
try.
her Koyo.
Yeah, yeah, Koyo. Yeah, there's no actual photo, so I had to there's just this like fan or like I think she drew it, and then it's just now something that some fans like will like show up to like represent her. So this was probably the hardest for me to find a picture for someone because
Yeah.
like she does not want people to know about her, and now she is coming onto an island which is all about getting to know you.
But then again, I don't know how many people on this tribe would actually know.
Yeah,
It's one of those things where fame is relative.
yeah,
Like for me, like if I name drop Junichi Masuda to one of my roommates or something, they'd be like, "Who?" Or if you mention me to one of your family members, they probably like, "Who?" Or or you're like, it's like one of those things where sometimes you're like niche famous for something. Granted, she is like an author of like I said, one of the best selling mangas of all time.
mhm,
But still, I feel like out here, she's kind of safe.
yeah. Okay, well, we'll see how she's able to, use her maybe lesser than fame to her advantage here.
Yes. All right. Opposite of that, we have someone who is she loves to be seen, she loves to be heard. We have Lizzo, and I felt I want to bring someone music wise. And around this point, I was like, all right, who's kind of like different than, and there's some people I want to say for a different one. I was like, you know what? If Lizzo can be in The Mandalorian, why can't she be on our Brantsteels?
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
you know?
I,
It was a
I
very,
have not watched too much more of The Mandalorian than a few episodes because it bored me. I fell asleep, so and I was
uh,
wide awake. I drank a monster too, and it still put me to sleep. Yeah, I had like that drowsy Pokemon. Like it felt like that was what was being broadcast on in The Mandalorian for me.
you mean drowsy?
Yeah, yeah,
Anyway, no, I like Lizzo. I think she's, what she does for people, and then also, for being more body positive and, helping women of all shapes and sizes like be comfortable with themselves. I think she does a lot. Um,
yeah,
I know the one song that she sung or does. I know like she really popped up in like 2019 and stuff.
yeah.
She's even like acted and stuff. Actually, my first introduction to her was she was playing a stripper in a movie called Hustlers,
Yeah.
which
Interesting.
Cardi B was also in.
Yeah.
So
Well,
they have that connection.
there's that connection. I
Hey,
did
you
see
remember Hustlers? Yeah, I remember Hustlers. Hustler Alliance.
um I did see shortly before coming on, so I have no idea. I haven't verified or fact checked this at all, but I Lizzo has some people are coming under fire for her right now. Have you seen any of this?
Oh, damn.
Oh, right in your face. Yet again, I have no idea. There's people saying that none of this is true. But I just saw this like 15 minutes ago. So
A lot of these things are, yeah, I didn't know.
yeah.
Ryan doesn't do his homework.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I would have said something if I saw this earlier, but yeah, apparently and the fact is that were just saying all about this body positivity. Apparently she was shaming some of the people who work for her with their bodies.
goddamn.
Yeah.
I
So
don't know. It's one of those things where it's really tough to say.
yeah.
It's too early right now.
Yeah, it's literally just like came out just a little bit ago. So for for us to make any quick judgment calls off of what just came out, I don't fully know. But Lizzo, you gotta don't be making fun of anyone who maybe heavy sets.
Oh my God. Anywho, awkward moments
Yeah,
aside,
yeah.
I guess we just move on now. I'm sorry, internet. I made this list earlier this week, literally like 2 days
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's no way that you would have known.
Yeah, like it's so like way back when Joe didn't know about the JK stuff that was like literally happening that week. JK
Yeah.
Rowling. This was back in 2020. And so I was like, oh, hey, heads up, this. Like, we're good on catching people if there's any controversy, but oh
Yeah.
no. Um,
Yeah. So
well,
sometimes it happens literally before we're about to go live. So
I mean, even Sia got into some trouble. I wouldn't say
yeah.
trouble. She made questionable decisions about her one movie, but I mean, it's in the past.
Yeah.
But
Hey, people are getting canceled all the time. People are gonna, it's the nature of modern celebrities.
yeah. Anywho, well, next up we have someone who was kind of like canceled a little bit because of like a driving thing. We have Michelle Rodriguez, and she is an actress you have probably seen from a lot of things. Recently, she was in the Dungeons and Dragons movie, but she's has a list that goes so far back. She was in Lost, and I would say the biggest thing that you've probably seen her in, other than like Avatar, the one with blue people, not, Earth, Fire, um, is the Fast and Furious franchise. No, she pops up here and there. She's a badass. She's a tough woman. And yeah, I think she's a really cool action star.
Nice. Yeah, I don't have too much to chime in for Michelle here. Even the Fast and Furious movies, like I've stopped watching. It's they're gonna make 30 of these movies and I don't really intend to watch them. So
They're kind of like fun, just like popcorn movies, just to watch for the spectacle
yeah,
of it all. I don't know. I mean, Fast X was good. There were a few things where I'm like, wait, hold up,
yeah.
or like there were a
I
few things, yeah.
Yeah, I
But
just
I
don't
still
like
enjoyed Fast X.
I put Fast and Furious in the same boat as the Mission Impossible movies where they don't really care about telling a good story, which story is super important to me. They care about look at this cool thing that's happening on screen right now. Bam, boom, boom, explosions. Wow, look at how muscular Dwayne the Rock Johnson is.
And then we're
that's
not gonna have Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And
yeah.
now he's back. Things
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. It doesn't matter if it makes any sense at all. We're gonna do it and you're gonna fucking watch it and give us your money.
It's kind of funny. I saw this meme and it was like Fast and Furious is for men who would like anime but don't watch anime.
It's pretty accurate.
Either way, I mean, Michelle Rodriguez, I think she's cool. So yeah.
Mhm. Nice.
Um, Next up, one of my favorite actors of all time. He is up there with Adam Driver for me, is Ryan Reynolds. Now, this man, this Canadian man, you know from many things. I'd say obviously Deadpool is a big role that he has played, that he loves, that he has been the biggest cheerleader for, to try and help get him the like screen time he deserved. And yeah, he's hilarious. He has been accused of playing the same guy in every movie.
I don't
I
think
mean,
that's always a bad thing, honestly. Like if you,
like that's how careers are. You bring,
yeah.
you know, we watch people for what they bring, and like he brings, yeah, the same kind of like vibe to everything, but it's a fun vibe to bring.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I 100% agree. I think if it's a makes you laugh or is good for whatever thing you're in, it doesn't matter if you're playing the same person.
Yeah.
Especially for leading men, I feel like you kind of they just want to feel personable, like, and sometimes that just kind of means they got to kind of bring themselves into it to add that personable kind of quality to it. So yeah, I love Ryan Reynolds. He owns a football team with Rob McElhenney from Always Sunny in Philadelphia fame. He's the creator and plays Mac. And I've been loving their documentary. I don't know if you got to watch it.
I've not, but
Yeah,
I've obviously, it's definitely been on my radar because Ryan Reynolds, but
yeah, it's super funny. Like because they do a lot of comedy bits, honestly, to try to like get the team's name out there and get them the money to actually afford the team because it costs a lot of money to run a professional football team, even at like one of the lowest levels, which is what they are doing. But now that team is like on the trajectory to like go super high up and into the standings. So that's really exciting. So definitely watch Welcome to Wrexham if you haven't yet already.
I'll give it a game. There's so many things, but
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I'll
There's
probably at some point watch it.
yeah.
But yeah, Ryan Reynolds, also another thing, that's a movie that a lot of people may have not seen because it's very like niche indie, but it's basically there's a movie out there where Ryan Reynolds is buried alive, and the entire movie takes place in the coffin he is buried in, and he carries it. And he has like really good dramatic moments. Like I remember putting suggesting it to my grandma because I wanted to see it, and she was like, "Does the whole movie take place in this thing?" And she was a little turned off by that at first, but god dang, she was cheering for him at the very end. She got hooked. Ryan Reynolds, I think, is an amazing actor. So yeah, like someone that I inspire to be with like how I am comedy wise as well. So like, he is a role model for me. Yes, he is a fellow Ryan. And
Mhm.
maybe I might meet him at one of those Ryan meetups. That's been
The
circuit.
Ryan convention.
Yeah. No, have you seen this like thing on I've seen it on Instagram. It's like there was a event and it was like everyone named Ryan meeting up in a room, like at this bar. And it was like, oh, your name is Ryan? I'm Ryan. You're Ryan? Ryan, Ryan, Ryan. And so I heard there's one happening in LA. I really want to go because I feel like the Ryans need to unite and take over.
Oh
So
man,
yeah.
this
And so
sounds
maybe
like
I
the
might
start
run
of a
into this
terrible
Ryan
science fiction.
there. I compare it to the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, where we
Uh-huh.
just see all the Kang variants just gathered in one space. And then they're about to do some crazy shit.
Yeah.
That would be like all the Ryans getting together.
Cool, cool. Well, we'll see how Ryan does. It's non-canon, but his drink did win the first ever April Fools. So
Yeah, aviation gin.
yeah.
All right, next up, we have Shaquille O'Neal. I brought this man. because I was going scrolling through Instagram, and there was a horror event happening in LA last weekend, and I was reminded of Shacktober. Uh, this man, obviously big guy, over 7 feet tall. This man is, his physical appearance is one thing, but this man, basketball legend. And then, yeah, he's like acted here and there, or he's appeared as like, he's appeared in stuff, made
Mhm.
cameos, things like that. He owns restaurants, things like that. Like Shaq is a big personality. So
Yeah.
I felt like, you know what, for the lulz, I thought I'd bring Shaq.
Yeah, well, Shaq is by far one of the best basketball players of all time. We can now bring back to that basketball right there. That is a signed Shaquille O'Neal basketball that I own because Shaq is, in my opinion, he's the Mount Rushmore of basketball, hands down, no questions asked.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
he's also famous actor. He's done so many things for acting. So, Grown Ups 2, everyone. Don't forget about Grown Ups 2. The Icy Hot commercials. Come on. He basically was the face of Icy Hot for how many years?
No, this guy, he's funny. He
Yeah.
also appeared in My Wife and Kids. Uh,
Yeah.
the dude's funny. Eh, Somewhat unintentionally, but like, he's funny.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I like him. So, yeah, that's why I brought him.
Cool. Cool.
Um, yeah. So last but not least, we have Taylor Tomlinson, or no, yeah, Taylor Tomlinson. I don't really say her name out loud that much, but when I do, people get excited. She was playing at the Pantages, and I regret to this day, if I had more money, I would have seen her stand up. She is a
Uh-huh.
stand-up comedian. She has like a deep voice and is she will take dark subjects and kind of like joke. Like she talked about how she was on antidepressants and was like, hey, so, um, like, yeah, she compared them to being like in a pool and drowning with her. She has openly stated she had bipolar and stuff. And then she would be like, so when you're in a relationship, it's not cool, like if you're drowning in a pool, to drag them down. That's not safe. But
Mhm.
if you wear arm floaties, you can go in the pool and be fine. So that's what antidepressants are. They're arm floaties. She's she's hilarious, and yeah, I think yeah, I just wanted to. You brought Tig, so I was like, you know what? I want to bring a stand-up comedian. Let's go, Taylor. So
Nice.
yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Another one who's a rising star, I think, for stand-up comedy. Really been gaining a lot of momentum the last few years. I basically just would see like her on social media, like on YouTube or some of those various clips that basically started becoming viral over the last few years that I think has really uh kind of gotten her to that point. But I think in a similar boat to like Tig, hasn't quite hit that mainstream for like I don't think a lot of people necessarily know her name yet, except for the people in the comedy world. So I think this could be a potential bond for the comedians if her and Tig end up being on the same tribe. I think they could try to get to that next level together.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm
Yeah.
rooting for, Ryan has to bring his blondes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's talk about our favorites from my tribe first.
You brought so many good ones. And when you were telling me their backstories, I really started to like them. I'd say like the six that I like are Dr. K, Brennan, JoJo, LA Knight, Margot Robbie, and Tig. If I were to choose a top three from that, definitely Margot Robbie, Tig, and that fourth spot is really tough. I'm gonna say they all share, or that third spot is really tough. They all kind of share it in some regard.
Mhm.
Um, I don't know, maybe Brennan because I knew of his existence prior to this, but everyone else is like a close fourth place.
Nice, nice. Yeah, for me, I mean, I am probably going to choose Brennan, JoJo, and LA Knights. I think those are the three that I'm really excited for. But I think Dr. K and Margot Robbie are probably like a tie for fourth.
Nice, nice.
Okay, and then let's go over to your tribe.
For me, I gotta go with Ryan Reynolds, James Gunn, and Junichi Masuda. Um, though I will give honorable mention to Taylor and Michelle.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with James Gunn, Shaquille O'Neal, and Taylor Tomlinson. I think those are the three I'm rooting for most in your tribe.
All right. Well, I'm nervous because
Yeah,
we're getting into that point.
yeah, you're ready for your heart to be broken, Ryan?
Game Changers did that.
Yeah,
This was the season where I
yeah.
lost two people in a row that I really
Oh,
wanted to see do
I
well.
just realized I did the Survivor Game Changers, and the Survivor dropout show is called Game Changers.
You know,
I didn't do that on purpose, by the way. That was that was actually
no, I
accident.
know you didn't. Like, I believe you, but I was like,
Yeah.
you know, that is kind of funny. Because obviously when I heard Survivor and Game Changer, I was like, hey, yeah, a season like that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now we'll see if Brennan's going to have he's going to know this. He's a huge super fan, so he probably knows this season inside and out.
No, yeah.
Okay, and the Nuku tribe wins reward. They win a
Woo!
toolkit, and Greta has found the legacy advantage.
Interesting.
Okay. No alliances. No alliances going into immunity. And the Nuku tribe
Yay!
wins immunity. They also win Flint.
Very nice.
Brennan and Iga bond slightly.
Nice.
Pig is impressing the rest of the team. Brennan has a major meltdown.
No.
Okay, wait, no. This isn't your typical meltdown. I think he's pretending to be the CEO of Survivor and is explaining how advantages are ruining the season and is so confused on what's going on. I think he's doing a bit right here. I think this is all a bit.
We'll see how it pans out for him. It's not
And Masada finds the hidden immunity idol.
very nice.
And Koyohara and Lizzo bond strongly.
Very good. Or is I don't know.
Okay. Who is going to be the first boots of the season?
Iga.
um,
Mostly because I just think her name sounds funny. I'm sorry. I'm
yeah.
not trying to be offensive. It's just more so like in our culture. It's just
I will say I think Iga is the one that is okay to get cut pre-merge on my tribe. I feel like I have a lot of people I really don't want getting cut pre-merge, and I think she might be one of them, like maybe the only. So I'll say Iga just because of that.
all right. Let us find out.
First vote goes to Drew Potty. Second vote goes to Barkley. Third vote goes to Drew Potty. Fourth vote goes to Barkley. Fifth vote goes to Drew Potty. Sixth vote goes to Barkley. Seventh vote goes to Drew Potty. Eighth vote goes to Barkley. Ninth vote goes to Drew Potty. One vote left. And it goes to Barkley. We are going to rocks.
Oh no, this is actually fucked up.
Oh
I
no.
forgot that in Game Changers, all ties lead to a draw.
Yeah. We go straight to rocks here on episode one.
Oh no, this is not good.
Okay, so who do we not want going? Dr. K, Brennan, Jojo Pion, LA Knight, Margot Robbie, and Tig. So six of the eight.
That's not good odds.
Yeah. Um, yikes. Okay, Cardi or Iga, please. Iga, the game has
Okay.
spoken. Okay.
That was too close for comfort.
Okay. Well, we were right, Ryan. We were right. Okay, so let's see. Brennan, Drupadi, Iga, Knight, and Tig voted Barkley. Barkley, Cardi B, Dr. K, Jojo, and Margot voted Drupadi.
All right.
Yeah. Nothing there. No alliances still. As my tribe wins immunity, they also win a fishing kit with a raft waiting at the winning tribe's camp. And oh my gosh, Ryan, Brennan has found this an immunity idol.
Very nice. Well
Oh,
earned.
okay. Well, and Drupadi and Margot bond slightly. Cardi B and Margot have a small fight. As a new alliance forms between Dr. K, Jojo Pyun, Margot Robbie, and Tig Notaro.
Nice.
Masada and Shaq find something in common. Lizzo and Taylor find something in common. And a new alliance forms between James Gunn, Masada, Koyo, and Lizzo and Shaq. And Masada works hard at camp, becomes tired.
All right.
Okay,
James Gunn
that's
is
yeah.
James Gunn. I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead. Go ahead.
I see James Gunn. I see Junichi. I don't see Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, not good, but yeah, this is not the majority yet, but if they stick together, we could have another rock draw.
How about no?
Can we get a second rock draw? Can they keep doing rock draws?
No.
Let's come on. I'm rooting for it.
You just want to see someone I love go away like that for
I would
karma.
love to have this season start by a game of chance back to back. I
You just love chaos.
want chaos. No one stands. First votes goes to Michelle. Second vote goes to George. Third vote goes to Michelle. Fourth vote goes to Michelle.
Oh, damn.
Fifth vote goes to Michelle. Sixth vote goes to George. Seventh vote goes to George. Eighth vote goes to Michelle. And
Damn.
Michelle is voted out.
That's messed up.
Yeah. So let's see. It looks like it was Greta, Michelle, and Ryan who voted George. So Greta and Ryan on the outs, probably the next to go.
No.
But we have a twist that will save them from potential elimination if it loads.
If it loads.
It is taking its sweet time.
It's like Brantsteele is like really deciding is like, do we really want to mess with Ryan? Is he one day gonna be like, fuck this site?
Oh,
What the
we got a bad gateway.
what do you mean?
What? Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna pause here and I'm gonna reload the simulation.
Okay.
Okay. Uh okay, and we are back. Brantsteele is working again, and now we can see what this twist is and what are the new tribes. Okay, for the new Mana tribe, we got Cardi B, George R. Martin, Greta Gerwig, James Gunn, Jojo Pyun, and Shaquille O'Neal.
Very Ryan heavy on this one.
Yeah. The new Nuku tribe is Dr. K, Drupadi, Koyo, LA Knight, Margot Robbie, and Michelle Rodriguez.
All right.
And the new Tavuya tribe is Brennan, Charles Barkley.
Wait, hold up.
Wait.
Michelle
Yeah, this is
Rodriguez
different. This
was
is definitely different. I was gonna say Michelle is definitely.
eliminated. And then yeah,
Yeah. This is
oh what the oh
yeah.
no.
Okay. We'll pause this again. It's there. Okay, we are back this time with the real with the real game. Uh Okay, so the real tribes, those other tribes were not real. We are now with
Nope.
the new Mana tribe, which is Drupadi, George R. R. Martin, James Gunn, Junichi Masada, Koyo, Ryan Reynolds. The new Nuku tribe is Greta Gerwig, L.A. Knight, Lizzo, Margot Robbie, Taylor Tomlinson, and Tig Notaro. And the new Tabua tribe is Dr. K, Brennan Lee Mulligan, Cardi B, Charles Barkley, JoJo Fun, and Shaquille O'Neal is all by his lonesome self.
I mean, I feel he's good though because like he's Shaq,
Yeah.
but I feel like he's fine. It'll be interesting to see how Nuku kind of goes about their stuff, and Mana, I can kind of see the bros sticking together and being like, "Hey, let's take down Drupadi and Koyo."
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that too. I mean, yeah, it's a similar thing with Shaq up here for Drupadi is Drupadi just it could be the easy boot if they do go.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Whereas Nuku is very even. It really depends on what side's able to get someone to flip.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Nothing happened so far. Okay, well, the Nuku tribe wins immunity. They also win a tarp and has a choice between comfort items or seasonings. Second place tribe wins. The first placers did not choose. And the Mana tribe wins immunity.
Very nice. Because this is the team that has all my three top picks from my
Yeah.
tribe. So glad this team won.
Yeah. But not looking good for Shaq. He's got to really get his way out of it, I think. Drew Potty and George find something in common. George and Koyo bond strongly. And look at this. George
Oh,
R. R. Martin has formed this alliance really with Drew Potty and Koyo.
oh my God! It's a 666.
Oh, they're about
Oh,
to summon Satan. This is the new book right here is.
yeah. They summoned Satan after the White Knight or the White
Yeah.
King is revealed to be Satan.
Yes. All you need is an author, a manga author, and the president of India to summon the devil.
Yeah.
Tig is impressing the rest of the team. And Margot leaves the alliance. She's out.
Uh,
And Dr. K is impressing the rest of the team, and that's all we're getting over here. I
I
mean,
can
I'm
see.
gonna say Shaq because I think it's the easy boots.
I'm gonna say Shaq or Cardi B.
First vote goes to Shaq. Second vote goes to Cardi B.
Okay, well that's not good.
Third vote goes to Shaq. Fourth vote goes to Shaq. And Shaq is
No,
swap screwed out of the game.
no.
Nothing against him this game, just he got completely screwed.
That's so bad.
Yeah. Well, and now they really can't go because now they have to get rid of one of their alliance members, or at least one of their tribe. Okay, nothing here. Oh, Brendan finds another idol. He has two idols now.
This man, he's because none of them have seen dropout game changers. So like
Yeah.
they don't know how dangerous this man is.
Yeah, he has an idol radar, I swear, and is able to find idols pretty much immediately. Because of him, the second season of it, they had to make finding idols way harder because he just ruined it for like the next seasons to come.
I mean, thing is, it's like he wasn't the only big Survivor fan out there. He just like went to town on finding them though.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, he's doing it right here. already has two idols found. Um, and the Modded Tribe wins reward. They win peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, cookies, and milk. And the Tavua Tribe's wins reward. They win peanut butter and jelly sandwiches only. And the Mana Tribe wins immunity. Both losing tribes will be attending tribal council as one group.
It's gonna be crazy, y'all.
Drupadi and Koyo have a small fight.
Oh no.
And a new alliance forms between Drupadi, George R. R. Martin, Junichi, and Ryan Reynolds.
It's gonna be interesting because the two that are not in this one is Koyo and James Gunn.
Mm-hmm.
Though George R. R. Martin and Drupadi are already in alliance with Koyo.
Yeah. Interesting. We shall see how that transpires. Greta and Taylor find something in common. That's all we're getting there. And Dr. K and Berkeley bond slightly. That's all we
All
got
right.
there.
So we got a lot of red people.
Uh,
So not good for Greta, Lizzo, or Taylor. Because they could be like, hey, we just split up, but now a lot of us are together. Why not take out another blue?
yeah. Yeah, it's very possible. This we'll have to see. I don't think that any of your blues have anything beside. Oh, I just saw something that's about to happen. But yeah, Greta's the only thing one that has a legacy advantage, but she can't even use it here. So
No.
we'll see. Brennan is using his idol on Margot Robbie.
He has a little celebrity crush.
Yeah, he's trying to, make some moves, even though he is happily married, I will say. First vote goes to Margot, does not count. Second vote goes to Margot, does not count. Third vote goes to Margot, does not count. Fourth vote goes to Margot, does not count. Fifth vote goes to Margot, does not count. Sixth vote goes to Margot, does not count.
Someone's screwed.
Seventh vote goes to Barkley.
Oh, but is
Eighth
that it?
vote goes to Barkley. And Charles Barkley is idled out of the game
Dang.
right after Shaq. They're going to Ponderosa, pre-merge Ponderosa together.
No, no.
Okay, Barkley, Cardi B, Greta, Knight, Lizzo, and Taylor voted Margot. Brennan, Dr. K, JoJo, Margot, and Tig voted Barkley. Okay, interesting how that worked out. Successful idol play by Brennan, but losing yet another person on their tribe here.
They just can't catch a break.
Yeah.
They have there's like two more or wait, is this the last one and then someone is like kind of like exiled and enters the game, or is it kind of like with Kagai or not Cagayan, Cambodia, where it's just one elimination where they're all kind of together?
I honestly can't fully remember. Yeah, we'll see what happens here.
Either way, they have like
Yeah,
they need they kind of need to win.
yeah, definitely not good to keep losing, especially now it's so super easy to get targeted with only 4 people. Okay, reward challenge. Tavua tribe wins reward. They win baked goods, iced tea, and milk. As the Mana tribe wins reward, they win chocolate chip cookies. And the Tavua tribe wins immunity. And the Mana tribe wins immunity.
Nice.
Drupadi and Gunn have a minor disagreement.
No,
Not good for Drupadi.
not good for Gun.
Taylor and Tig have a major fight.
Oh no, they're like
Yeah, the stand-up comedians are actually not able to. It's a clash of styles, I suppose. We got a new alliance here with Greta, LA Knight, Lizzo, and Taylor.
all right.
And Lizzo rests at camp to restore her energy. And JoJo leaves the alliance. Okay, so this alliance just every episode, someone's just leaving.
Yep.
Okay. So this is the one that could go any which way. Are we getting another rock draw, Ryan?
I the scroll bar makes me think it's possible. I don't want it to.
I think that we are going to definitely have tribal lines on this one.
I don't know. There's that mixed alliance that, it had LA Knight, Lizzo, and Taylor.
Yeah.
So maybe LA Knight kind of jumps ship and I can see Tig or Margot go.
Hmm. Okay. Well, let's see here. First vote goes to Tig. Second vote goes to Margot. Third vote goes to Tig. Fourth vote goes to Margot. Fifth vote goes to Margot. One vote left. And the last vote
Oh,
goes to Tig. Tig and Margot are safe now.
these people are stupid.
Yeah, LA Knight, Lizzo, and Taylor just got into an alliance together and split votes. So now the only way for it to really work out for that group is if Greta pulls the white rock, the purple.
Yeah, just do it.
It's Lizzo. The game has spoken.
With all the controversy and stuff, I think that's best for now.
Yeah. So Knight, Lizzo, and Tig voted Margot. Greta, Margot, and Taylor voted Tig.
All right. Oh, so it is.
Okay, yeah.
So they swap. Someone's going to be exiled.
And James Gunn is exiled.
Okay. And
Exile,
then,
yeah, given three possible advantage: an extra vote, a kit which with which to design a fake hidden immunity idol, as well as a challenge advantage for their new tribe. And he chooses to make the fake hidden immunity idol. Of course he would. He is an artiste through and through.
yeah. He's like, no, I think this will be funny. I think it'll be funny.
Yeah.
Wait, does the Brantsteele know
it's
about, or
it's unfortunate because this basically means he's getting nothing in the game. Nothing's really going to happen to change the game because of this.
man, that kind of sucks.
Yeah. But I will say that is definitely what he would have chosen if he was actually out there. I think he
Yeah.
would have done that. Oh yeah, I guess we should probably look at what these new tribes look like.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so the new mana tribe is Brennan Lee Mulligan, George R. R. Martin, Jojo Pyun, Koyo, Margot Robbie, Ryan Reynolds, and Tig Notaro.
also a little fun fact, except for George R. R. Martin, everyone else is coming from the other tribes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. True. Okay. And the new Nuku tribe is Dr. K, Cardi B, Drupadi, Greta, Junichi, LA Knight, and Taylor Tomlinson.
All right.
Okay. Now we shall see here. Nothing here. Let's see who wins immunity. And the Nuku tribe wins immunity. They are safe. Brennan and
Oh
Ryan
no.
have a small fight.
No, do not do this.
Tig is impressed with the rest of the team. Not looking good, in my opinion, for Ryan, since Brennan does have an idol.
This is not good.
Greta leaves the alliance. Okay, that alliance quickly dissolving. Okay,
It better not be
I know
Ryan
you're gonna hate
Reynolds.
it, but I'm gonna say Ryan Reynolds.
I'm gonna say plot twist. It's George R. R. Martin.
Oh, that would be a big plot twist. Very Game of Thrones esque.
Hmm. Well, I
First
mean,
votes goes to Margot.
feels like losing anyone. Uh, whether it's Margot or Ryan, that would be a Game of Thrones twist.
Yeah. Second vote goes to JoJo. Third vote goes to Margot. Fourth vote goes to Margot. Fifth vote goes to JoJo. And Margot Robbie is voted out.
She's now Margon.
Margot has Margoed out of the game.
Past tense is gone. Joe.
Margon. Uh
That's why I said it. I
yeah.
said Margon instead
Yeah,
of
I know. I'm just reiterating what you said.
you said goat.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not grammatically correct.
Sometimes grammar doesn't matter, Ryan. It's sometimes about what is the cleanest for the joke.
Margon is funny.
Yeah, but I'm using the actual what's given there for the name, which I think let us know in the comments below what joke you preferred, which delivery was better.
Ryan fans, and I know there are Ryan fans.
Yeah.
Vote the shit out of this one.
uh
I
okay.
will die on this hill.
Okay. Well, Margot is out of the game. I believe this is the last one before jury, so last
Yep.
person to get taken out. Okay, reward challenge. And Nuku Tribe wins reward. They win 10 pizzas and cold soda. And the Nuku Tribe wins immunity.
I'm
Very
nervous.
safe. Brennan interrupts a major fight. Brennan is really dead set on Ryan Reynolds being out of this game.
No.
And now Brennan and Tig have a minor disagreement.
I think the problem is not Ryan Reynolds, it is Brandon.
It does seem like Brennan is trying to be a bit of a villain here. Taylor has a major meltdown. Cardi B and Greta have a major fight. That's all there. Okay. Now, do they vote Brennan or do they vote Ryan?
I think it's gonna be Brennan.
Okay, well, I think Brennan's going to play his idol and idol out Ryan.
No, Ryan and James Gunn must stay.
Yeah, we will see here. No one stands. He does not use his idol. First votes goes to Ryan.
No.
Second vote goes to JoJo.
Jojo, you gotta go.
Third vote goes to JoJo. Fourth vote goes to Ryan. Fifth vote
No.
goes to Ryan. Sixth vote goes to JoJo. One vote left. And JoJo is voted out.
I'm
Uh
sorry he went because I liked him, but thank God.
wow. This is a stereotypical 18-year-old boot on Survivor. Honestly, I feel like they get booted quite a bit around this point, so makes sense, I suppose. I don't like it. This is now the worst LCS League of Legends player so far, so not a fan of that. But yeah, Brennan, JoJo, and Tig on the outs as we now go into the merge. Okay, let's
All
do a
right.
little assessments.
Okay, I think honestly, I think Koyo's social game is not to be underestimated. I think Masuda is doing a pretty decent job. And Brennan, obviously, eyes are definitely on him. He's causing some commotion. He's getting these idols. This man is here to play and to have fun. Um, and then, we see little alliances here and there. And yeah, I would say I'd list kind of like the main players right now. Now that everything is settled and this is our tribe now, I think we'll definitely see some tribal divisions be set in stone
Yeah,
moving forward.
yeah, definitely. I think to watch out for Brennan. I think he's clearly a great game player, but it seems like he's choosing to be pretty chaotic and getting into some fights and having breakdowns. So, I don't fully know if that's what that's about. I mean, but we'll see. I think he's definitely still a dangerous player.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, who wins first individual immunity? Koyo wins immunity.
Very
Okay.
nice.
Brennan and Cardi B have a major fight.
Brennan,
What is happening, Brennan? Why are you fighting everyone on the cast?
why not? That's his logic. He's like, I have an idol. Yeah, none of you have idol nullifiers. So hot.
uh, okay. Well, I feel like Brennan's just got to use his eye. I think he's got at least a good handful of people targeting him here.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any predictions or just I mean merge votes are pretty random, so
I'm gonna say either Cardi, George, or sorry, what is my voice doing right now? Cardi, George R. R. Martin, or LA Knight.
okay. Let's see here. No one stands. First vote goes to Taylor. Second vote goes to Knights. Third vote goes to Knights. Fourth vote goes to Taylor. Fifth vote goes to Dr. K. Sixth vote goes to Dr. K. Seventh vote goes to Knights. Eighth vote goes to Taylor. Ninth vote goes to Knights. 10th vote goes to Taylor. 11th vote goes to Knights. 12th vote goes to Taylor. One vote left. And Taylor
Oh,
is voted out.
dang.
Just barely LA Knight survives.
Who are these randos?
Yeah. So, hey, look at this. Knight and Taylor didn't know they were not included on the plan at all.
Well, that's horrible for them.
Yeah. They were not even looped in to like help their own like case. They were
Dang.
I mean, I guess they were in alliance together, right? So maybe it was just totally no one talked to them all day long.
I guess so. Dang.
Okay. Let's see who wins reward. Group number one is Cardi B, Drew Potty, George R. R. Martin, LA Knight, Ryan Reynolds, and Tig. Group number two is Dr. K, Brennan, Greta, James, Junichi, and Koyo. Group number one wins reward. They win a trip to a Marshall's Lounge with a feast of burgers.
Nice.
And Drew Potty wins individual immunity.
Good for her.
Okay. Cardi B and Gunn have a small fights.
Oh no.
George and Koyo have a major fights. And Brennan has another major meltdown.
He's like, everyone is fighting, and I'm not getting into a fight. Run.
I can get loud too. Okay, well, I'm gonna say LA Knight. I think we might just get votes get brought back over onto LA Knight here.
Yeah, I feel that's a safe one.
Yeah. And Masada uses the idol on George R. R. Martin.
Did he
First
waste it
votes
or
goes to Ryan.
he wasted it?
Second vote goes to Dr. K. Third vote goes to Greta. Fourth vote goes to Ryan. Fifth vote goes to Greta. Sixth vote goes to Ryan. Seventh vote goes to Dr. K. Eighth vote goes to Greta. Ninth vote goes to Dr. K. 10th vote goes to Dr. K. 11th vote goes to Ryan. One vote left. And Ryan
No.
Reynolds has been voted out. Your people are now going out by just a hair.
Dang. That was a
Okay.
cut.
How did this transpire? Brennan, Cardi B, Dr. K, Greta, and Tig voted Ryan. Drupadi, George, Masada, and Ryan voted Dr. K. Gunn, Knight, and Koyo voted Greta. So Knight yet again on the most wrong answer.
Not the most wrong answer.
Out of the choices that were put forward, it was.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah.
You could have just randomly voted for someone who had immunity and then like it count but not
Yeah.
count.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't one of the options. He's still on the most on the most outs.
Sorry
Okay.
for yawning so much. Ryan's sleeping.
Group number one is Brennan, Cardi B, Drupadi, George, and Greta.
Okay.
Group number two is Dr. K, James Gunn, Koyo, LA Knight, and Tig Notaro. And Masada does not participate and cannot win rewards. Group number one wins reward. They win a picnic at the Yasawa Islands, and no one finds the secret advantage hidden at the challenge.
And
And Cardi B wins immunity.
all the women winning.
Yeah. Dr. K and George bond slightly. Brennan and George have a minor disagreement, probably about how Game of Thrones ended.
Well, I mean, George R. R. Martin is like, hey, they departed from the books. Don't blame me.
And Koyo leaves the alliance.
No.
Dr. K is injured but gets treated and can stay in the game. Okay.
I think I don't know. I feel like we've been saying LA Knight, but I don't feel like LA Knight is a threat. If anything, he's like, oh, it's just LA Knight. He's just gonna do whatever.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
he can be kind of like that safe vote that you don't take out here, but you kind of take them out somewhere maybe around like 7 or 8. Because you just need to get that like one extra further to get your numbers to the next like part where you can take over. So yeah, he doesn't really have any game right now, so there's no need to make the immediate move.
yeah. I'm gonna say either Dr. K or Mr. Martin.
Mhm. Okay. First votes goes to Drew Potty. Second vote goes to Koyo. Third vote goes to Drew Potty. Fourth vote goes to Koyo. These were both the women to win immunities, and it seems like that is being targeted right now. Fifth vote goes to Drew Potty. Sixth vote goes to Drew Potty. Seventh vote goes to Koyo. Eighth vote goes to Koyo. Ninth vote goes to Drew Potty. 10th vote goes to Koyo. One vote left. And Koyo.
Yeah.
Ryan, you've lost 3 people in a row by a 1 vote difference.
Why does the simulation is like, okay, Ryan's gotten too easy. All right. Who voted who?
Brennan, Cardi B, Drew Potty, George Knight, and Masada. Knight voted correctly. He did it. As Dr. K, Greta, Gunn, Koyo, and Tig voted Drew Potty.
Anything, Knight could have been the swing.
Yeah.
All right. We're halfway through.
Yeah. Do you want to do an assessment here?
Yeah, so Brennan's still in here. He's still doing stuff.
Yeah. He's been voting correctly too. He's in the numbers.
Yeah. I think K Social Game is good. I think there's a lot of people still in it. If we were looking at the numbers of like people, it looks like you're ahead by 6 and I have 4. So yeah.
Nice.
Um, definitely keep an eye on the ladies because they're winning all these challenges.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Um, Also look out for LA Knights. It feels like he was in some trouble early on, and now maybe he can just kind of slide under and not be detected.
Perhaps.
Okay, Cardi B finds the hidden immunity idol.
Nice.
Okay, let's see who wins reward. Group number one is Drupadi, George, James, Junichi, and Tig. Group number two is Dr. K, Brennan, Cardi B, Greta, and LA Knights. And group number one wins reward. They win a trip to a luxury resort with a meal and an overnight stay.
Very cool.
And Cardi B wins her second individual immunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were dissing the music people, and now Cardi B is heard us.
Yeah. Um, WAP stands for weak ass predictions on our end.
Nice one.
It took me a while to figure out how to incorporate that, but
Yeah. Greta and Gunn have a minor disagreement. Or maybe this is just about filmmaking techniques. Maybe they have creative differences on what yeah, they believe should transpire with directing.
James Gunn wants to incorporate, some of Barbie into the DCU, or the DCU is what it's going to be known for.
Mm.
Greta's like, no, I don't think I want to do that. Or maybe creative differences on what Greta Gerwig could do with a DCU movie. Stuff like he's already thinking about, work and whatnot.
Yeah. Dr. K and Gunn bond strongly. And Masada leaves the alliance. Okay. I'm gonna say we're losing Masada here.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Just no.
no.
Who's your
Um,
replacement then?
Dr. K or George R. R. Martin, or no, anyone from your side. I've been losing too many people lately.
Okay. First vote goes to Knights. Second vote goes to Masada.
I swear to God.
Third vote goes to Drupadi. Fourth vote goes to Drupadi. Fifth vote goes to Knights. Sixth vote goes to Masada. Seventh vote goes to Masada.
Leave him alone.
Eighth vote goes to Drupadi. Are we going to get another split vote? Ninth vote goes to Drupadi. One vote left, and Drupadi
Okay,
is taken down.
thank you.
Okay. Dr. K and Tig completely on the outs, voting Knights. Brennan, Cardi B, Gunn, Knight, and Masada voted Drupadi. Drupadi, George, and Greta voted Masada. Okay. Let's go to reward challenge. Group number one is Brennan, Cardi B, and Gunn. Group number two is George, Greta, and Knights. Group number three is Dr. K, Junichi, and Tig. And group number two wins rewards, and they share it with Junichi and Brennan. And this
Nice.
is the loved ones, the American barbecue with loved ones.
Very nice.
And Greta wins immunity.
Nice.
Still sticking with the women winning
The
immunity.
ladies.
Yeah. Cardi B and George have a major fight.
She,
Masada
she
has a major meltdown.
no,
And a new alliance forms between Dr. K, George R. Martin, Greta, Junichi, and Tig.
that's 5 out of the 8 or 5 out of the 9.
Yeah, they have control if they vote together.
I don't see why not.
Yeah,
I'd say the only thing is if they target Brennan and he plays his idol, that's gonna
yeah,
take someone out. If the target is someone with the Maku Maku one.
yeah. And Cardi B also has an idol. So there is a few potential ways for this to go awry for that group.
Hey, I take offense at that.
Sorry. Orion. That's
No, that's worse. Why
that's
not Brian? Okay.
uh okay. I don't know who goes here. I'm just gonna stick on the LA Night train.
Yeah, I feel that's a safe bet. I'm gonna say that or no, George is in the alliance now.
Mhm. First vote goes to Cardi. Second vote goes to Cardi. Third vote goes to Knights. Fourth vote goes to Cardi. Fifth vote goes to Knights. Sixth vote goes to Knights. Seventh vote goes to Knights. And LA Knight is finally voted out. Gunn, Knight, and Masada voted Cardi B. Everyone else voted Knight.
Mm.
Okay. Two more eliminations before the finale. Who wins immunity? Dr. K, our first guy to
Hmm.
win a challenge, an immunity challenge. Greta and Masada bond slightly.
Very good.
Dr. K and Cardi B find something in common. Okay, this is where the therapist skills can really benefit, being able to find some common ground, be able to relate to even someone who's Dr. K doesn't have a WAP to talk about, but he can relate. He can relate and figure out what someone's going through.
Maybe what he can do is write a prescription.
Yeah.
That was
Um,
I know how bad that was.
yeah. It was so bad that an alliance dissolved because of
It's
it.
Dr. K is like, no, 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 screw you, Ryan. That's not.
Yeah. Greta arrested camp to restore her energy. Okay.
I've never heard of a pun so bad that it just disbanded a group.
Yeah, a whole group of people came left each other, left the talks they've had with each other because of how bad your joke was.
Or you could say it was a weak ass pun.
Oh, oh. Okay, let's just
That
move
was
on.
even worse.
Okay. You know what? I'm kind of hoping Cardi B gets voted out here just so we can stop making these puns.
It could be the wrong ass person that goes.
I am, let's freaking do this. No one plays anything. First vote goes to Cardi B. Okay, here it comes. Second vote goes to Cardi B. Third vote. Wait, is it actually happening?
No.
Fourth vote goes to Cardi B.
I mean, it's all but confirmed. There's gonna be like, who did she vote for?
Fifth vote goes to George. And Cardi.
The brand
Fine.
seal was just like, I'm done. No.
Everyone turned against Cardi B because they heard you making terrible WAP puns, and it caused her to get voted out with an idol in her pocket. And guess where she's hiding it?
Oh no.
Oh.
Good God.
Okay. One more vote before finale. Who wins immunity? And George R. Martin wins immunity. He is guaranteed a spot in the finale.
Very nice.
George has a major meltdown.
Why?
Gunn and Masada bond strongly.
Well, they're in alliance. I
Okay.
would hope
And
so.
George rests at camp to restore his energy. Okay. For a second, I thought that was going to be a quit.
Everyone quits after my puns.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna say Masada.
Mm, I'm gonna go with either Greta or I think Greta. I feel like Brennan is gonna hold on to that. He's not gonna let go. He's like, oh no. If he
Yeah.
feels in danger, he's gonna play it, especially what happened to Cardi.
Yeah. Okay. No one stands. First votes goes to Dr. K. Second vote goes to Masada. Third vote goes to Masada. Fourth vote goes to Dr. K. Fifth vote goes to Masada. Sixth vote goes to Dr. K. One vote left. And Dr. K is voted out.
And I'm okay with that.
You gotta chill out with these puns.
I'm preparing. There's some people at Horror Nights that they live to hate my puns, and I'm practicing for them.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, Dr. K, Greta, and Tig voted Masada. Brennan, George, Gunn, and Masada voted Dr. K.
All right.
Okay, finale. Who are the front runners heading into this?
I think Brennan is definitely a front runner.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't put Pat. I think George R. R. Martin is playing a pretty good game. Tig just recently lost her number one ally with Dr. K. I think, unfortunately, I feel like Junichi and James are kind of there, and I feel like Greta is she's doing some work.
Yeah.
She's just not been the flashiest game.
She does have that legacy advantage, so she's
Yeah.
guaranteed final five.
Yes.
James Gunn, I think he has had a pretty good social game. I
Yeah.
think he has definitely, yeah, been bonding for the most part with a lot of people. Had maybe like one or two minor disagreements, but not enough to really stand out
Probably
there.
with Brendan. Brendan
Yeah,
just wants to.
yeah. Brennan, that this is the thing. I think Brennan's got a good gameplay, like his resume, but I think he is tanking his social game. Like I think a lot of people will not vote for him at the end. Like there's a chance that he gets to the end as a power goat, as someone who can't win, but just
Power goat.
the actual game is good.
I love that phrase, power goat.
Yeah.
Power goat.
Yeah, you had a lot of power, but there's no way you win. Russell Hantz, people consider a power goat.
Or, Cardi B would say that Brennan is a weak ass power goat.
That one was a bit of a stretch.
A little, but
Yeah. Okay. Well, we shall see what happens here. Who wins immunity? Masada wins immunity. He also wins chicken parmesan spaghetti with meatballs, garlic bread, and key lime pie at camp, and he shares it with Gunn and Martin.
yay.
And look what happens. Brennan has found another hidden immunity idol.
He is guaranteed 4.
Yeah.
All he has to do is just play today, play tomorrow.
Yeah. He's safe. He as long as he can either win Final Four immunity or convince people to keep him, he's got a spot at the final three. Gunn and Tig bond strongly. And a new alliance forms between Greta and James Gunn.
It's a late game alliance, so I'm like
Yeah.
very curious based on that, I mean, kind of like what you're saying, his social game is so tight. It's like, well, where do the numbers even go?
Yeah. Yeah, I think Gunn has really. I think there's not many people honestly looking to vote Gunn off. I think he's kind of in with a lot of people. Um, so the fact that Greta has now kind of attached herself to Gunn here might be pretty good for both of their games. And Greta's guaranteed to survive this. Brennan's going to survive. Masada's. So it's either George, Gunn, or Tig.
It's tough to say.
Yeah.
I might say Tig just because she lost Dr. K.
I'm going to say George just because I think out of those three, he's a pretty big player that I think I could see votes going towards.
Yeah, it's fair.
And Greta uses the legacy advantage.
Kind of has to at this point.
And Brennan does not play an idol.
He's gonna try and bring both
He wants
idols
he
to the
wants to be safe and protect his closest ally at 5.
It's a bold strategy.
Yeah. First vote goes to Greta, does not count. Second vote goes to Greta, does not count. Third vote goes to Greta, does not count. Fourth vote goes to George. And George R.
There he
R.
goes.
Martin is I guess advantaged out.
Yep.
Okay, how do these go? So Brennan, Greta, and Gunn voted George. George, Masada, and Tig voted Greta. So that's why Brennan didn't play his idol. He knew Greta
He
used
knew what their
her.
numbers were.
Yeah. Okay. Final 5. Who wins? Final 5 immunity. And James Gunn wins immunity, the new superhero being added to the DC universe, Spoon Man.
Boom, man. Gonna be set up in Superman Legacy.
And no events are occurring. We're just going straight into it.
I think it's either Junichi or Tig.
Yeah, I think so too. Obviously Brennan saving himself. James and Grant are going to vote together. James is safe. Yeah, it's looking like these two are the most outliers right now.
I'd say more so Tig, but I feel like
Yeah.
Junichi is also.
Yeah. Okay. Brennan uses the idol on himself. And Brennan uses the idol on Masada. Okay. First vote goes to Brennan, does not count. Second vote goes to Brennan, does not count. Third vote goes to Brennan, does not count. Fourth vote goes to Brennan, does not count. And he votes off Tig.
Oh, dang.
So
All
they
right.
all were ready to flip on Brennan here.
Now he's vulnerable.
Yeah. Yeah, this is I mean, you got to take out Brennan now. I mean, that was a huge move at 5. You cannot
Yeah,
let him get further.
no.
Who wins final immunity? And Brennan Mulligan wins final immunity.
I give this man props.
Yeah.
Like winning it when he absolutely needed to. I don't know. I don't think he's just a power goat. I think he is power.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
as Cardi B would say, was
Don't.
actually power.
She's out of the game. They voted her off
She's on the jury.
just to stop with these puns. We will remove Cardi B's votes from mattering. The puns continue. Okay, well, I'm gonna say Masada goes here. Actually, I mean, Brennan did use the idol on Masada, so there's a chance we get fire.
I could see fire. I could see them flipping on Greta or James. I
Yeah,
don't know. I feel like there's a big argument if Brennan wants to take out one of the other power players, Greta or James is probably a big power player to take
yeah.
out.
Okay, let's see here. First vote goes to Greta. Second vote goes to Masada. Third vote goes to Greta. And fourth vote goes to Masada. We are going to fire.
All right, Junichi captures or Junichi chooses a Charizard, and Charizard just uses Flamethrower, and then it works.
Masada, the tribe has spoken. He has lost fire.
He couldn't. Jeff said no, no Pokemon allowed.
Yep. No outside Pokemon. You gotta use it yourself. So Greta and Gun. This late game alliance ends up working out for them pretty well.
Finale Alliance, basically.
Yeah.
All right, I'd say I don't know. I really think Brennan deserves to win here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I believe also he's got the resume. I do have to question how much he had mental breakdowns, how much he fought with pretty much everyone on the jury. Um, that is what is really making me feel like we might have a James Gunn or a Greta Gerwig win for being pretty good at the game and just being likable. Because
You know,
I think they were in a lot of the control for a lot of the game, just it wasn't as flashy.
yeah, yeah, I kind of agree there. I mean, either way, if either
Yeah.
of these three win, I'd be happy.
Yeah. Okay. First vote goes to Brennan. Second vote goes to Gunn. Third vote goes to Greta. Fourth vote goes to Gunn. Fifth vote goes to Greta. Sixth vote goes to Gunn. Seventh vote goes to Greta. Eighth vote goes to Gunn. Ninth vote and winner in a 6-3
Yay!
one vote, James Gunn.
This is, this does this mean we get to be in the DCU?
Yeah, this is our ticket here. James Gunn, please watch this. Be excited that you are now a Brantsteele winner.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay. Cardi B, Drew Potty, Knight, Koyo, Masada, and Tig voted Gunn. Dr. K, Ryan, and Taylor voted Greta. And the only person to vote for Brennan was George R. R. Martin. He believed Brennan had the better story. And
Maddie the but I'm very
George
happy that
wins the fan favorite awards.
nice.
Okay. Okay. I thought it was a pretty solid season altogether.
Yeah.
A few fun people I think to bring back here.
Cardi B just so I can make those WAP jokes.
She might be getting a permanent ban on this channel.
But
uh,
hey, what a player. Jesus
okay.
Christ.
Hey, let's just see these statistics. Okay. Immunity wins. Cardi B with the most immunity wins. Everyone
Did
else was
she but wait, she may have won immunity, but did she win a prize?
Ryan. There's a door right behind you. See to
Uh,
it that you walk out of it.
I probably will because I want to refill my water.
Okay. Well, at least Brantsteele knows that Brennan was the most strategic, followed by James Gunn, followed by Greta. So the final three were the most strategic players of the season.
That's pretty good.
George R. R. Martin had the most challenge wins in total. He won 4 rewards. It seems
Not too
like he
shabby.
valued food over immunity.
Food gives you strength.
Yeah. And Drew Potty got the most votes received with 15.
Huh.
James Gunn, interestingly enough, didn't get voted for once.
Nope.
Okay. Well, that's going to do it here for this episode. Yeah, I thought it was pretty fun. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one, I suppose.
Yeah. Yep. Hope you guys had fun here. Leave your WAP like little jokes down below. I'd love to see them. They might be incorporated in a future Brantsteele.
Wow.
Oh, so please write a pun, write a post.
I'm so sorry, everyone. This has been an episode of the Day After Podcast. We'll see you next week for maybe less puns. We'll see. Bye.
Please.